Hey everyone, I'm sorry if the video is really dark. I am home from the camping trip. We got there really late yesterday, so we were only there for a day. I'm so tired anyway. So tired. I'm sunburned. You guys are gonna see some video of what we did over there, and I'm gonna probably try to do a voiceover about more or less what went on because I had some camera malfunctions. This is gonna be the camera that I'm gonna be using from now on. So if you don't like the quality, I'm sorry, but I bought this camera for vlogging, so I might as well use it. Before we get to what happened at the camp, I wanna share some news. First, I'm going to undress my dog because she's also very tired. Okay, let's get this off here. This is a service dog harness. She's not a service dog. I bought the harness because it's the best harness that I could find because it's very sturdy and it has handle on it, and I have extra pockets for her. I actually wanted to get a patch that said nervous because she is a really nervous dog. Okay, onward with the news. I got, excuse the mess, I am not in no condition to clean right now. I got a schedule board, so as you guys can see, have everything scheduled. I have to upload time lapse today. I'm recording today. Gonna edit tomorrow. Well, I'm supposed to record tomorrow, but I'm recording today, and I'm gonna edit tomorrow so that I can have, and then I'm gonna upload the time lapse tomorrow, and you guys are gonna be seeing this video on the 22nd. If everything goes as planned. I originally wanted to get a schedule book, but that didn't work out because I couldn't find one that I liked. The only ones I found that I liked were online, and they were averaging $12. My husband said, if you're not sure you're actually going to use it, don't buy it yet. And so I bought the monthly board thing. It's stuck on there with Velcro. I'm eventually hoping to get a schedule book so that I can have detailed plans for weeks and months. That'll happen eventually. I'm not sure when. I tried using my phone to schedule, but it doesn't work for me. I can't work with a phone. I'm so tired. That's basically all the news I have. I uploaded, I have a schedule. I'm trying really hard to keep it. I know that a couple of weeks ago I was off by a day, but that just happens when you schedule, but you forget to schedule uploads and you think you already uploaded it, but you didn't. So here's the video of the camp with hopefully some voiceover, or at least not on-screen explanations. I hate reading, so I'm not gonna make you guys read. I'm gonna record something for you guys, okay? Bye. Okay, so we got there really late. We got there at around 6, I think, and we started putting up the tent. We tied up the dogs. We took 4 dogs, our dog Motzi and 3 other dogs. 2 of them were Motzi's siblings, like step siblings, and Dobby, who's an ugly little chihuahua with bug eyes, but he's loved, so he comes with us, and he's small. So we put up the tents, and that took not very long. We took probably around 20-30 minutes to set up the tents. Both of them. There were 2 tents. Ours, the big one, and then a red one. And basically, after we set up the tents, we ate, and then we took the dogs for a walk so that they wouldn't go to the bathroom inside the tents. So when we took the dogs for a walk, we just walked around in the dark because there's no light at all at this new campsite, because we've never been to this campsite before. The campsite that we went to last year, totally different. It's a lot quieter than this campsite for sure, but it's smaller, and this one is so big, and when it's night it is dark. Like, it's so dark at this place that there would have been so many stars if there hadn't been so many clouds. That was kind of a sad. But the cool thing was that there's so many palm trees that there are a lot of birds. So there are a lot of birds and there are a lot of bugs. So at night when we were walking the dogs, there were just crickets all over the place. You could hear them all over the place, and even though we couldn't see anything, we could kind of see like the shadows of the trees, and every now and then a car would drive by and you'd get like some light. And because there's so many bugs, and then there's the birds, and there were a lot of doves, and we also heard, while we were walking the dogs, I heard bats. I heard bats probably like 5 times, just flying past. You hear the little squeaks, and I didn't hear any wing flaps, but I heard the little squeaks as they were flying by, and I mentioned it to my husband, and we were quiet for like a second, and then we both heard it, and we were both like, oh my gosh, we heard bats. And then at night, I thought I heard the sound of foxes, but then I woke up early in the morning. Technically, I didn't sleep, but I woke up early in the morning and saw that it was actually turkeys making the noise. Apparently, they sound like foxes in the night. That's interesting. Hi, Moti. Stop yelling at people. My baby, stop yelling at people. People don't like it when you yell at them. You have a big voice. Qué bonita niña, qué bonita niña. No. No. I love you. I just did my nails. You can't see. It has hollow, but you can't see. No, you can't see it. The light doesn't let you see it. There's a bunny. There's a bunny. Up. It's a bunny. And a sheep. Let's look at the sheep, Mati. And the goats. Sheep and goats. There's the sheeps and goats. There's a peacock. Did not know my flash was on. Oh. So I did not sleep very well. What happened was that there was loud music until like 3 in the morning. And then there was children crying and screaming at around 5 in the morning, and then people talking all night long. But since I was awake so early, I got up and I took the dog for a walk, and I saw a bunny, and I had to take video of the bunny, and then I noticed that there were sheeps, and so I had to take video of the sheeps. So like I said before, this place is a lot bigger than the other campsite that we went to. It's got easy. It must have had 5 pools, and one of those pools was a lazy river that went around a bigger pool that for some reason had dirt next to it, inside of it. That was weird. And it had like a restaurant and like a party place you could rent out, and then it had like this DJ booth where it had music coming from it the whole time that we were there. It was really cool. I liked it. I like that, but it's big and loud and lots of people. What's that? What's this? Es una cebolla. Oh my god! Look, it's sticky. Don't pull me, Mochi.
I decide where you go, Mochi, not you.
Yeah. Yee. I don't know why you don't get excited over barn animals.
Bah.
Bah. I'm touching Mochi's pee. It's not the first time though. So.
Hello. Va cordero, oveja, tu clan y tu raza se asemejan. Ay, se estoy convocando, ¿no es cierto?
¿Eh?
Uy, los estoy convocando.
Bah. Bah,
Dicen
no.
como manos.
Ah. La vez pasada el único que me hizo bah era este. Este me hizo ah. Mira. Tú me hiciste ah. The sheep.
Me gusta tu arete.
Sí. It's very stylish. Mira, ahí están las gallinas. ¿No se ve? Va. Va. No, pues vale.
Si quieres, espanta como loco.
Te hizo, ¿lo escuchaste?
That's the rabbit you were saying?
Where? Yeah, ahí abajo está el conejo.
Look, a piggy.
It's a piggy.
What are you?
That is
Turkey?
a toiki, a female toiki.
So that's the one we eat?
Yeah, that's the one we eat. It's just not fat.
Quack, quack.
Equal. And then, sorry, Mochi.
A
That's
wabbit.
he's probably a fighting rooster, which is why he's in there. And the wabbit is underneath the thingy.
How do you run away, rabbit?
There's a hole over there.
No, that's it. There isn't.
Huh?
There isn't.
Oh, it looks like it from this angle.
Right? Oh, that's easy. They get that close. How did they not run away?
They-
That well domesticated.
Ey. Y luego acá adentro,
Cook-a-doodle-doo.
cook-a-doodle-doo, bitches. Y acá adentro, vi. Hay otra pi.
Holy smoke! There's you. Esa no me la pido.
There's? There's two of them. There's two of them.
North Korea.
Oinky, oinky. Eh?
Pookie, pookie.
Pookie, pookie. Come on, Mochi, this way. Por acá no hay nada, pero si vamos por allá abajo,
What about that abandoned house?
nah. Let's not go towards abandoned buildings. That's never a good idea. If there are no ghosts in there, then there's a ghoul. And if there's no ghouls in there, then there's like some other. Están los cabañas. And there's the palm forest.
The savannah.
The savannah. Savannah doesn't have palm
I
trees.
know. Near the forest.
It could still be a forest. A forest is just a collection of trees. Palms are trees. You're disgusting.
Forest is a type of ecosystem. The ecosystem.
What?
The
Wonder why they got so many palm trees here.
To hide corpses.
The hide corpses.
That is really dark.
Yeah. We made it out of the forest. Okie dokie. Okay, so this is a video of us unpacking and folding the tents. It took us a lot longer to pack up the tents than it took for us to unpack the tents, and I think mostly it was because we were really tired, because none of us really slept, I don't think, because there was music all night, and then there was just so much talking in the middle of the night, and like I said before, the children started crying in the middle of the night, and it was actually kind of creepy, like a horror movie. But while we were packing, we had to tie up the dogs, and we untied our dog because she won't go anywhere. She never goes anywhere. She'll just hang out with us the whole time, and we knew that, so we said we'll just untie her, and they can use her leash to tie up the other 3 dogs, because they were running around and getting into this like little dirt road that was just going through the middle of the campsite so that cars could go through, and then you unpack your stuff and then they would park. So because they were doing that, they had to be tied up. I like this campsite and I don't like it. I prefer the other one in that I like that it's really quiet at the other one, but it gets really cold at the other campsite. Like when the sun goes down, because it's in the shade of a mountain, it's really cold. And here it's just basically like almost completely flat, and so the sun is on the campsite like all day, so it stays pretty warm. Like I wasn't cold at all last night. I didn't even have to wear socks or anything. My husband slept in a sheet. That's how warm it is. And like also they don't let you have your dogs off leash unless they're like really well behaved or they don't go anywhere. Like they said you always have to have your dog controlled, and we're like, well, our dog don't do nothing, but we kept her on a leash when we went for a walk anyway. And I figured that it's probably because of the animals that they have there, the sheep and the chickens and that rabbit that's running around. My guess is that they don't want dogs scaring the animals, so they ask you to have the dogs on leash. So I guess, so that's good, I guess. Also the music all the time really started to get repetitive, because there's only so many songs that they seem to have, or it just sounds the same to me. I don't know, but there was always music, and I'm not sure if you can tell from the videos that I recorded with sound, but there was at least 3 different sources of music on at all times. And depending on what part of the campsite you were in, since it was so big, you could go to one side and not hear music, but you hear music from somewhere else. Like if you, and yeah, so the music was kind of a problem, but no one else seemed to have a problem with it. Maybe just me. I just like it to be quiet. And dog's peeing. Yep, that happened right in front of the camera. Thank you, Motzi. So I don't even remember what I was talking about. Music but I think also the size of this camp. They have like a lot of activities you can do. They have a full-sized like what's it called? A soccer field. They have a full-sized what's that one called? The one. Don't sniff your pee, you weird dog. They have like 2-3 different sport fields that you can use. They're like just dirt, but still, you know, they're usable. And then they, like I said before, they have the 5 different pools, and all 5 of them have different depths. You have like, I think it's a 5-foot, and then probably like a 3-foot one that has a slide, like a tube slide, a water slide that's made out of metal because, you know, smart. And then they have the DJ area in the middle, and then like I think it's a 3-foot or maybe a 2.5-foot pool that is surrounded by the I'm gonna say 2 feet. It's a 2-foot deep lazy river that doesn't have its own current. I think the current that it has is created by all the people that are just going all in one circle, going all the way around, so it ends up with its own little current. And so you could just float down and just enjoy the floating and the wetness of water on that. And I thought that was cool. I mean, oh, hi, Mochi. Yes. And I think that's a really nice. I like that. Like, if you put a gun to my head and told me which one of the campsites would you choose, I honestly probably wouldn't be able to tell you, because they both have really good options. You know, one is smaller and quieter and cheaper, and the other one's more expensive, but there's a lot more stuff that you can do and a lot more options. So many options, you probably need to be there for a couple of days to really enjoy it, while the other one, it's like good for like 1 day of camping and you got the relaxing time that you needed. It's nice. They're both really nice, and both of them get a nice breeze. This one had like a constant lower temperature breeze the whole time we were there, probably caused by the closeness of the road, now that I think about it. You know, but that's okay. And we didn't really go into the water for very long. Like, we ate breakfast and we waited for the clouds to go away, and they didn't go away until probably around, I don't know, like a little bit after noon. And then we went and we hung out for like 30 minutes in the water, and then we took a walk, and I ended up sunburned anyway, so that's what I get for just never leaving the house, I guess. It's just outside, there's sun, and who wants to deal with sun? Nobody. Why can the sun just not burn us? Why have we not evolved that yet? I don't know. I mean, I could like just buy sunscreen, but I never go outside, so I would only use it like once a year. Maybe more, I don't know, but like very rarely would it ever be used. I probably should use it every day though. I don't wanna. It don't feel good. On our way there, we had like a decently full car, and we had our dog, and the camera moved, and we had mother-in-law in the car with her dog, the Chihuahua, but on our way home we had the 2 Schnauzer puppies, our dog in the car, and my sister-in-law, and a lot of extra stuff. Okay, so that's what happened on the camping trip. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I hope I edited it well. I won't know until tomorrow. So I'm gonna shower and then I'm gonna sleep and put aloe vera on these burns. My face is so red. Say night night, Mochi. Mochi. Yeah. You're so tired. Night, people.